Hello?
Says you're loud.
Is anyone out there? I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me when you come in. I don't know why we've been having audio issues lately with the sound cutting out. This is the second time this has happened this season. I don't think it's us. I feel like it's a YouTube glitch, but I'm not totally sure on that. But thank you guys for letting me know when the sound goes out, because if you didn't tell me in the chat, I would have no idea, and it would be a real freaking bummer. Okay, you can hear me now. Excellent. Can you guys do me a favor and tell me which point the sound went out on? Were we up to on the spiciest point of Travis's campaign? I just want to wait a second too for more people to come back in. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a YouTube problem as well. Thanks for the super chat, Alex Garza. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's what my mom was saying too. There's a weird noise that happens before the sound goes out. I don't know why. Now it's freezing. Oh no. Okay, but did you guys... Oh, okay. I said Travis said, would you rather sit next to me or anyone else? Okay, so we pretty much made it through the fourth point. Okay, cool. So, now it's buffering. Oh! Guys, you have no idea how tired I am right now. I have been house sitting for my sister and going back and forth, and it's just like... All right. Let's get back into it. Can you guys hear and see me now? Anybody? It works. Okay. Refreshing help. Guys, if it's buffering a lot, please refresh and it will be better. Okay, so YouTube hates me. But anyway, we got through point 4, right? The spiciest point, which, just to recap, Travis is saying he could be a meat shield in front of Frenchie. I'm trying to read the chat and just make sure that it's okay. Okay. He's saying he could be a big meat shield in front of Frenchie. So yeah, he was asking, who would you rather sit next to on the block? Me or anyone else? He said, this goes without saying, but if I win HOH, you're totally cruising next week. You're totally safe. You don't have to worry. And he asks, what can Alyssa actually provide you? And this one, it just made me laugh because this was a point that Tiffany coached him on, and she was like, you need to have like a long pause after for effect. But Travis does not have the same delivery that Tiffany would. So Travis was just like, what can Alyssa actually provide you? So that's it. He didn't wait very long after that to wrap things up. So they bro hug. Travis leaves, and then it's time for Frenchie and Brent. I always want to call him Brett. Frenchie and Brent to discuss Travis's pitch. So they agree. Travis made some pretty good arguments, but he doesn't realize they're working with Alyssa. They're working with Xavier. They got a lot going on that Travis is not privy to. So Brent says, I like him, but he's got to go. We got to stick to this plan. We can't be getting rid of somebody in our alliance, because then everybody else in our alliance isn't going to trust us anymore, and the whole thing's going to fall apart. So Frenchie agrees. He's like, you're right. We got to stick with this. So Frenchie also mentioned if Xavier and Alyssa were to showmance, that would be the one showmance that he wouldn't go after. Okay, sure. So anyway, Brent says for next week, looking forward, his team is going to be targeting Brittany. No, he said a lot of other people are going to be going after Derek X, but because Derek X is on his team, if somebody from his team wins HOH, Derek X is going to be safe. They can't go after him. So, yeah, he's saying we would go after Brittany. And Brent, he's been playing it up that there's like a girls' alliance because he's trying to use it as a cover for why he would be targeting Brittany, Claire, or Sarah Beth. And he was trying to use this as a cover specifically when he's talking to Hannah, because Hannah is not in their Slaughterhouse alliance. So he needed a reason why they would be targeting girls. So he tried the whole, like, we need to even the numbers up because we're getting rid of a guy this week. Now he's saying that there's a girls alliance. But it was like the perfect timing because Frenchie was all like, guess what? There is a girls alliance and they asked me to be in it. So now Frenchie is letting Brent believe that Brittany started the French Kisses Alliance. That's freaking cold. Frenchie's the one who started it, and Brittany is his teammate, and he's just like leaving her out there to dry. And the crazy part is, Brittany wasn't even there when they formed this alliance. She was not part of that. She was added on later, but she's being blamed for starting it. That's so effed up. By the way, Brittany knows that people are saying that she started it, and she's pissed. She is not happy about it. She's freaking out. So then Frenchie and Tiffany chat in the HOH room, and Frenchie lets her know, I need some help from you to keep me here next week. Great. So he says everybody is worried about Derek X. And Derek X keeps telling people he's going to vote to evict Travis this week. And if the vote is unanimous, everyone's going to see that Lil D followed my plan. So he says, I need to make sure that Derek X is still going to be a bigger target than me next week. So Frenchie says, if there's one vote against Alyssa, it's going to look like it was Lil D voting to keep his friend. And Lil D will still be the number one target next week. So Tiffany's like, okay, so would you like me to throw a rogue vote for you? And Frenchie says, yeah, that'd be great. That would almost guarantee that I will stay next week. Oh my God. No. So Tiffany says, you know what? I'm okay with doing this, but only on one condition. I don't care if we are in this house 7 more days or 1,000 more days. You will never tell anybody that we had this conversation or that I threw the rogue vote. She says if it comes out, I'm going to know it was you because I'm not telling anybody. And she says, I know you're super tight with Brent, but you can't tell him either. And Frenchie's like, no, I promise I'm not going to tell. Everybody knows how big of a mouth Frenchie has, so come on. But anyway, Tiffany says she's doing this because he promised to keep her safe this week, and he followed through on that. So they shake on the deal, they hug. Is she gonna do it? We'll see tonight if she doesn't. So if you see Tiffany voting to evict Alyssa tonight, don't be surprised. She's doing this rogue vote right now. All right, so Alyssa and Whitney game chat in the yacht club bedroom, and this conversation. So Alyssa says, besides Whitney, she now trusts Hannah the most out of the other girls because she had a one-on-one with her, and she feels better talking to her. So then they're discussing how they're the only 2 girls in the big alliance. Oh my God. Hello. That's because you've been tacked on last minute to a guys alliance. Come on. So they agree that they have more masculine personalities and they hang out with guys more. So that's why they were chosen to join the big alliance. So then Whitney's like, I got to tell you something. She lets Alyssa know that Frenchie confirmed the night before that the other girls, all of the other girls have an alliance. And Alyssa's like, wait, how does Frenchie know about that? And Whitney says, because they asked him to be part of it to help them out. Oh my God. So Whitney says, the other girls want to go after the big guys. And Alyssa's like, wow, that could really help our game out. Like both of us, that could help us out if the girls are targeting the big guys that we're working with. And Whitney agrees. She was thinking the same thing. So then Alyssa's like, well, why weren't we invited to join the Girls Alliance? Maybe because Frenchie created that alliance to cover his ass and he's already aligned with you 2. Do the math, people. So Whitney says the other girls probably see that they have a closer relationship with the guys. And she's like, I probably wouldn't have wanted us in either if I were them. You guys, I went on my whole rant yesterday about the pick me girls, and these 2 are like They are the pick-me girls this season. So Whitney says if their Slaughterhouse Alliance makes it to the final 8, they're going to be in trouble because as the only 2 women in the alliance, they could be the first ones targeted. So they're like, we should let the Girls Alliance take out some of our allies and help us out a bit. Or you could just like work with the women and target the men yourself. I don't know. So then they discussed potentially playing the middle between the 2 big alliances, maybe even throw an HOH or 2 to the other girls